Hello, my group learning. Today we spoke about many kinds of greenhouse. That one we learning, we can able to build in kit, step by step. What does mean? That when we finish learning, when we going to understand how to build how it's called Kenya IQ bring to the fields a kit, and this kit is for to build the greenhouse precisely what we want to build. Okay, first, when we want to build, first we must find in the fields the maximum good place to build the greenhouse. What does mean? It must be straight. It must be a place that not have a problem or any things that give us security or safety. Remember, we speak about security and safety. It means it's be a clean place. There we build the greenhouse, step by step. Why we must think about that? Because our mind is to build greenhouse for the plant that we grow up. If it's grow up a tomato or grow up a cucumber or edible herbs. So many kind of these plant, you must understand how you build the greenhouse that all, for example, if you grow up a tomato or tomato cherry, you need to put the greenhouse that the sun and the wind are precisely going with the north. We learn all this when we build in the fields, okay? This is, for example, thing that we must learn in the fields. We know something that if we build a greenhouse, we need to cover it, the greenhouse. If it's, for example, white insulation polyethylene, I show you now the picture of the polyethylene. polyethylene, אפשר לראות את התמונה? Polyethylene, for example, it's a nylon. It's a nylon that for this nylon, we covered the greenhouse. There are many kinds of polyethylene. There are polyethylene that it's, for example, glacier or matte. Okay? This polyethylene, you can share. Wait a minute. We share you and this is a polyethylene. Okay? The polyethylene, it's come, you can see it's a come running in some carton inside that you can open it any meter that you need. If you build greenhouse, for example, 12 meter, you open it to 18 meters. Why? When you see the movie how they build the greenhouse with polyethylene, you understand. You must put polyethylene more in the place that you build. More, because you need to cover in the side down. There are many kind of things that you must learn in the fields. We see the movie, but remember, what I learn you now in the movie and everything, you learn to build it in our school in Pilat IQ in Kenya. Okay, there we studying how you build, how you put, how you cover it, the greenhouse, slow by slow. So they have insulation of polyethylene. They have another things. insulation and polycarbonate. The other picture, this is polycarbonate. Polycarbonate, it's a plastic that it's come two kind of carbonate. In the inside they have air that you can cut it. It's very light. It's very light. You can cut it any size that you need, and you build it in the side of the greenhouse, or you put it in the back of the greenhouse. They have many kind, the side of the greenhouse. They have, for example, the north of greenhouse, south, east, and west. Each place, they have a different need and different tools to understand how, for example, to bring air supplies to the greenhouse, or to close it, that we don't want in the, for example, in the evening when it's be cold, because I hope you understand that Kenya, you have places in Kenya that in the night it's be cold because it's a desert. Okay, this is the point that it's like our in Israel, the Negev, or the desert place. Remember, we speak about this climbing, 4-zone climbing in Israel. They have place that they put polycarbonate. They not put polyethylene. Why? It's much better. It's much better. You can cut it anyone. They come in many kind of colors. It depends how much you want that the sun go inside to the greenhouse. And other things that we know, that's build a greenhouse that covered with glass. Now you see the picture of the greenhouse that covered in glass. תעביר תמונה. This greenhouse that covered in glass. It's a lot of places that build a greenhouse like this. It's a place in urban. So we have people that want in the urbanic place. They have a small place in the garden. They want to build greenhouse. To build greenhouse with glass, it's much better because it's warm. It's much more warm. It's if it's raining, it's a different issue between greenhouse that covered with polyethylene or covered insulation polycarbonate or in glass. In Africa, most the greenhouse covered in plastic polyethylene. What the shade of the glass? The shade of the glass is be glacier. It's glacier or matte. This is two kind of polyethylene. They have two kind, shade or glacier. Okay. They have many kind of the plastic. It's come many kind of, if you want 2 millimeter, 0.1, 2 millimeter, or you want more dyne one, or it depends. It depends on the weather, or it depends on the climate. So we don't know exactly each polyethylene to put, for example, the north of Kenya. We must look the place, make research, how much they have a sun, where they come the wind every day, or about half an hour, half a year that come wind, for example, in the west side. It's very important to build in the side, or not to build in the side in the greenhouse. All this we learning in the fields. I can't explain it because you need to take, for example, you need to take with you compost, and you see the compost where they come the wind. If If it's come from west, you must build the greenhouse that in the corner and the side of the greenhouse must be placed that the wind go inside and take out. Why it's important? Because we don't want that the greenhouse be warm all the time. If it's warm all the time, they kill the plants. They need the plants need the temperature between 51.5 degrees to 25. For example, to cucumber or tomato, it's a different temperature. Each what you want to grow up, each plant need climax exactly to grow up good, that give you a fruit exactly what you want. They have a fruit. If the temperature it's not precisely, it not give you 200 kilo cucumber. It give you only 100 kilo. And we want that give you 200. This is the idea. The idea that the greenhouse give us a lot of, for example, a lot of fruit that you can sell and make it in business. Or you sell inside of the tribe, or you sell outside for some hotel or some guest house. It depends how you make your business. We're studying about the business. We say all the time, you must build your business slow by slow. And this, for example, you learn in my brother, David. David learn you how you build your business in the school of Pilate IQ in Kenya. So now I show you and tell you to go to see some movie that we put inside that you can see. And each movie, they have explained in English. Explain, it's right and explain. So if you not understand the word, you can see what it's read in English, and you can take it, and somebody in our group learn you, explain to you Swahili to Afrikaners. It depends what you know. Okay, so thank you very much, and we see you again next week, and we're studying something else. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.